First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. With my partner Greg Olsen, I'm Mike Tirico. We are just about set to kick it off. And we are underway here in Atlanta. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Throw to right flat. It is caught. He'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
So, from the 37, here's second down and 5. They'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, 49ers. They'll look to throw again. Diggs on the reception. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up second and 5.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Putting the tight end in motion. Back to the air one more time. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
He'll manage only a couple. Jamin Davis there to make the play.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. Back to throw. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Open man, right side. He's got it. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
And a 49er first down.
Let's go now. Let's go.
They run on the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, There's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. He'll look to throw. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was third down. Jason Sanders on to try the field goal. This from 34 yards. Sanders' kick is good. And the 49ers will take a 3-0 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
36-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
On third down, Penix. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get 20 on the connection. First down, Atlanta.
41-yard line.
From the gun, it's Penix. As right side, that's Ryder. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down. And here's Bijan. Finding space at the 15. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 49ers 4-yard line.
Check, Panther, 19, go!
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Atlanta. His 12th touchdown of the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. On the run to the right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be out of bounds. There is a flag on the field. And let's see what caused it. He'll drop to throw. That's Ayuk with it on the left side. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. It's the 49ers with the football to start quarter number 2. They've got it second down and 12 to go. From the gun, here's a handoff. He'll get about 2. Xavier Watts there to bring him down.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
On third down, they'll throw from the gun. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. So on fourth down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. This brought in out past the 20. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Ball rests at the 37. It's first and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. They'll get 11 there. And that's a quick first down.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. And he's downfield to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. Wow, they are moving the ball to start this drive. 21 on that play. First and 10. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. And they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On third down, it's Robinson.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This fielded at the 2. Oh, yeah. And he will get back to only about his 20-yard line. That's where the drive will start.
20-yard line.
the bootleg. He'll look to throw. This one is complete along the sideline. A very nice job to fit that ball in. It'll be a modest gain.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That is a big gain for the 49ers. And even 30 yards.
First and 10 at the 47.
Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked, and with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 11. Now they'll set up to throw. The throw here is complete. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
So we heard about this budding connection all the way back in training camp in the summer. So it's nice to see those reps starting to translate on game day. And I think these two might have a really bright future together. And the more plays they make, the more we're going to see that confidence grow.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
Brings up second and 8.
Throwing now from the gun. Quick throw. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up, against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
2 minutes remaining here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Here comes 2nd and 4.
Here we go.
They run over center with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
That one on target to Moore. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, let's go.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
At the 39-yard line.
Cougar 19. 19, Tiger, 19.
Now Robinson. And he'll work forward for a yard, but that's all he needed. This is going to be a first down. Falcons go ahead and take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 37-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80.
Throwing is Penix. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least, it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta.
Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he's going to be looking at a
point. Am I allowed to call timeout? Because I would love to talk to both of these offenses. Listen, guys, ball security. Protecting the ball is the #1 rule in football. You got one side losing it on a fumble, the other side gives it right back with a pick. I mean, come on, guys. As an offensive guy, I want to see big plays. I want to see long drives, touchdowns. Not a game of hot potato, bouncing the ball back and forth.
The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Moving to his left. That is hard. And he's in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jason Sanders on for the point after. He's got it. And the 49ers will tie things up. It's now 10-10. Halftime coming close. And not much time left as this one is kicked away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
From the gun, here is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And a good return here. He is out of bounds up past the 30.
Well, but this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takedown.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. Now the lefty Penix on 1st down. Complete. Former first-round pick Drake London with the catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. From the 43, here's 2nd and a couple. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On 1st down, right back to Robinson. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. It's good for a Falcon first down.
Remember this one thing. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
Another run here for Robinson. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
This is the job of any linebacker, Mike. Having the ability to go downhill fast, hit an open gap, and make a play in the backfield. But I think we can actually consider this going above and beyond because he was able to make that stop so far behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 36 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Back to throw. Here's Penix. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
Brought down at the 21, a gain of 1.
Tackle made at the 21-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9.
19 right. Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Open receiver, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
And these are the throws that when they evaluate young quarterbacks coming out of college, they want to see you be able to make. Everyone worries about how far you can throw the ball. And while that's certainly important, to be able to make the throws from sideline to sideline, especially in those intermediate zones, drive the ball through space. Because in this league, an open window is going to close in a hurry.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Got it. Ready?
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And the Falcons have come up with the recovery.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. That's to his tight end, Ryman. And he's into the end zone. Ted Ryman. Touchdown, Falcon. That is 2nd TD catch of the season.
Look, Mike, I don't want to imply that they drew this play up specifically because this is when the league is celebrating National Tight Ends Day. But you got to admit, it's kind of fun seeing him score on this day in particular and join his fellow tight ends who have also scored throughout the league.
makes the score Falcons 17, 49ers 10.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, it's taken in. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35. Terrific quarterbacks from Southern California. And here's another one. The rookie gets his team a first down. They'll look to throw. The connection made to Ayuk.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that third down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The 49ers out to punt this one. They'll punt for the second time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Play action. It's Penix. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch from contact.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 33 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Give, and here comes Robinson. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll begin the 4th by giving it to Robinson. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warriors, 17.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
And it might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Here's Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson.
They pick up a nice chunk play there through the air on 3rd down, but it's not quite enough to move the chains. Now the question is, how aggressive is this head coach willing to be as he tries to extend this drive?
This one has plenty of leg. And it is good. And that could be big. They now take a 2-score advantage. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, a loose football. But fortunately, one of his teammates able to get on it, and the Niners retain possession. Stoppage here. One of the 49ers is down. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. He'll go right and find his running back. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. To break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Escaping to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be hustled out just shy of the 1st down mark. And that's a pick up at 9. Is going to set up 2nd and 1. Back to the air is Purdy. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown, 49ers. The kick is good. Important extra point. So the difference is just 3. A field goal here in the 4th quarter. They cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. That is downfield to the tight end hits. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Run it here with Robinson. And this is going to be a big loss. He kept retreating, looking for an escape hatch. Found nothing. And they get him down well behind the line.
What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down. But tries to make this play extended and takes a big loss.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
They'll go with the sneak. And a nice job. They pick it up. 1st down. The march continues. They're at the 41-yard line.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that 1st down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the 1st down.
Oh, he's going nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield.
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run, I think they have to mix in a few high completion percentage passes to just at least keep them off balance.
He's got his target. That's Pitts. And they're going to take this into the red zone to the 15-yard line. They'll have a 1st down. It's a gain of 28.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So now, from half the distance closer, here's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready?
Here's Robinson. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the full. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play.
The 4-yard line.
Trap 60. Trap 60. Cowboy 80. Ready, ready?
One more time, it's Robinson. And this is not going to do it either. Stop for no gain. And just like that, it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Ready up. Here we go. Sack. Check out.
They'll let the fullback try to push the punt. And he's not going to get in. Tackled at the line. It'll bring up 4th and goal.
How about this for a goal line stand, Mike? Your back's against the wall, back-to-back plays you hold tight. They set themselves up here to defend a 4th and goal try.
So now, out comes the field goal unit in this pressure spot. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be forced out of bounds for a very solid return. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Wells with another catch for his favorite target. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Now 2nd and inches.
At the 46-yard line.
Shotgun snap to Purdy. Rolling right. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll look little, and he's got his man complete. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Back to the air again is Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. Let's go. Here's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
He'll get up and spike it with 16 seconds remaining. Big play here. Crowd on their feet for 3rd and 4. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Moving outside the pocket. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down.
Certainly not the biggest gain by any means, but he does a really nice job getting past the sticks, keeping his feet in bounds, and ultimately picks up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Yellow. Get set. Get set. 18. What's up? Yellow.
Purdy gonna put it up again. And this is gonna be a touchdown. A game-tying TD here in the final minute.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
Just a tremendous finish to what's been a tremendous game, Mike. I mean, not only do they get that late touchdown here in the final stages, but here with time winding down, they're an extra point away from taking the lead and likely coming away with a big victory.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. Gonna look deep, looking for more. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country. They get the early start.